I didn't have a look how this place is called. The Hall of... Hall of Darkness.
I sense an
The
eerie
edgy
presence
hall.
here.
Yes.
Here, here. You do not disappoint. I knew you'd come this way. Room by room you encroach upon this territory, willfully torn from time.
Willfully torn from time.
No,
We
you do
want
not
that.
disappoint. Something much more harmful still. You excruciate beyond all thinkable bearing. You had our thankfulness, our eternal gratitude, the acknowledgement of the void. So why do you fight us? Why do you stand against the promise of oblivion?
I'm very, very confused. I mean, we defeated the Void Dragon, as far as we know so far, and put him into the God Box. And now they say, or the Strive Void thingy says they were thankful? The acknowledgement of the Void. Did we free the Void Dragon? But if so, then why exactly are we here? Why did we willfully torn ourselves from time? Or are they just lying?
Relent, Guardians, relent. You did your duty long, long ago. Do not undo what had to be done.
I wonder what he meant by that.
And I wonder why we had the thanks of those that long for the end of time.
Mm-hmm. Me too, Scarlett. Me too. Hi, Moloch. Are you on our side? You're clearly a demon. And that looks actually the same as one of the demon shrines in Cyseal. Ancient Diary. My friend and ally, my burden is insurmountable, it seems. And I have no one to share with but you. Isn't that a strange thing? I have it all. I'm a ruler of words, and yet it means so very little to me, if anything at all. I cannot seem to stop thinking about her. I see her fall over and over. I see it strike her down. It saw an opening and it struck so very quickly because of us. We feared, and so we failed her. Yet never have we said these words aloud. Has the time come? Then another one? And who did we fail? And what was it? The Void Dragon?
I didn't expect to find the likes of you here. Fallen stars, forgotten angels from on high. How long has it been? An age? An eon? But you change quite considerably, I see. Yes, the divine is but a glimmer in the farthest reaches of your gaze. Well, perhaps I can help you. One of your kind ought to be a bit stronger of arm, a bit quicker of wit after all. And we are all counting on you, sir.
The demons are counting on us? I think that's very bad. The situation has to be really bad that you have demons as allies. That's kind of surprising to hear, so can you maybe tell me something about yourself first?
My autobiography will hardly serve you.
Why not?
What's far more relevant is what I see in you. Quite crucial, your survival, isn't it? And you do seem such a reasonable sort to boot. There's very little pleasure greater than dealing with a reasonable sort, I find.
I just want to point out, he didn't tell us anything about himself, just about what he sees in us. That's like, who are you? And they answer like, you are Ethan. Alright, so that's very cryptic, but anyway, what exactly can you offer me?
Yourself redone, of course. Your very parts and pieces reorganized into something simply better.
Just to save you exploring everything, what you can do is you can reset and reskill, and you can also like interchange I don't know what you need for reputation, but you can interchange different stats, but that's not very interesting in my opinion. Because I don't have an excess amount of anything. Don't have too many skill points or whatever. So, another room. Go zigzags. I think we get another elemental room, don't we? Let's have a look.
Ah, wonderful. You're both here once more. Can you guess what's happened?
Oh.
Surely by now you know the signs. Or perhaps you can simply guess from how utterly giddy I am.
We get the third sequence of the Tapestry of Time.
Take a look.
Yes.
All your work has not been for naught. This last starstone you discovered has given the Weaver just what she needed to mend another portion of the tapestry.
And as you have seen, because I was wondering if that large hole would be 1 or 2. It seems to be 2. So I think this is now the third sequence we see. But there will be 2 more, I guess.
Another tantalizing tidbit of long-lost history awaits us. Another piece of your story is ours to discover. Oh, how very thrilling.
I hope it won't be awkward that our history is our alls to discover.
For millennia, the God Box was flanked by the 2 devoted guardians. But Astarte's playmate, a creature called the Trife, turned her attention to the forbidden box.
The Trife.
I may know a way to destroy what's inside, hissed the scheming creature. Together, we can set the Guardians free. Open its lid, Astarte, and we can have a look together. Astarte trusted her friend and assented. She pitied the Guardians and welcomed a chance to free them. Let me help you, she whispered into the ear of one. I know your duty, but you both deserve a chance at freedom.
So
Haven't you
Astarte
suffered
opened
enough
it.
of this chore? She asked the other. Look, your companion is free already.
Kinda
The
manipulative.
Guardians, unaccustomed to such attention, started. She had planted a seed of curiosity within them, rekindled a desire that had, for eons, lain dormant.
Oh, and then we are really ancient
Slowly,
beings.
They glanced at one another, and the Trife's trap was sprung.
And I think what happened then, the next
I
one.
could fly straight to the void, all the way up.
Okay.
We were seduced then, tricked into neglecting our duty for the briefest of moments.
All we did was glance at one another. If that's a sin, there's not an innocent in all the world.
That box contained the Void Dragon. Nothing should have distracted us from guarding it.
Independent and obedient. And I think we can unlock another.
I salute
Elemental
you, my
gate.
master. Other elementals lie in wait until with a word you command them to action. Which one of them, pray, has your preference?
I think Earth is the element we use the fewest, so let's go for ice.
And that is your final choice?
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed. That is our final choice.
Let's not fight about that.
Thy will be done.
Alright. Let's hope we don't slip here.
Oh, it's so cold in here, it hurts.
Dearest guardians, how I rejoice at the sight of your growth, both in power and in prowess. And yet I cannot help but wonder, will it ever be enough? Will you craft yourselves once more into the warriors that you were?
I'm still curious about how we fell from grace. Like, even if we opened the God box, why did we lose our powers? I can't imagine Astarte cursing us. Because, I mean, it was basically her fault that we opened it.
Oh, in the end, you are like infants still. Infants that would perish with a broken wail had they not their mother's milk to suckle. But you always were like children, weren't you? As are we all in the eyes of the gods. And yet they set an impossible task before you, then blamed you when you failed.
So maybe we were stripped of our powers by the other gods.
How foolish even the divines can be. How lacking in compassion.
I do feel like a child, being kept in the dark about so many things.
I guess we'll have to find more Starstone and grow up.
Ancient letter here. My fellow general, you cling to power. I cling to my newfound freedom. But neither of us is free. The memory of her keeps us shackled. Let us meet and talk about the Guardians. Perhaps there is a chance of redemption still. I'm just getting more questions. Hello, started.
By the hoary beard of Boreas, can it be? You've come home. It's about time, isn't it? Your quarters have been invaded by all manner of madness.
Hä? They're just expert marksman skills. There's not a single master one. Ah, I think it was bugged. Now it's looking right. What are the master? It's kind of different for Roderick. I wonder why. See? No, now they are all expert too. Now still? That's really weird. But it's not like that for the water skills. And now they are correct. I'm very confused. Alright. I think, if I remember correctly, I don't. I was kind of thinking I had already one master skill. Rain of Arrows. Nice. Let's have just a very quick look at our books, because I was kind of thinking I had... apparently not. Okay, Rain of Arrows might be interesting. On your enemy. To each enemy. It's nice, because it seems to just target enemies. Aerospace, already the one we know, the master skill. But let's still take the Rain of Arrows. So here we go. And let's have a look at the water ones. Cleansing water we know. Water of life, not my favorite skill, I have to say. Mass disease. Disease all enemies. Winter blast. To all targets in a 60-degree cone. I think the most interesting one would be the hail attack skill book. But I mean, we can return once we are level 15 and just go to all those vendors and look for the skill book. So let's not just buy everything now. Who exactly are you?
Does my brilliant frost beguile you? I am ice, of course. A soldier of ice, to be explicit, and this is where I have dwelt across many eons. Here I wait for the day, if ever, I am called to serve the realm again.
What exactly do you mean by calling this my home?
Could I be more explicit? This place is of your essence. Can't you feel it in your very bones, as I do in every crystal of frost within me? You belong here, and this place belongs to you.
Weird.
I cannot tell you why or how, but I know it to be true.
I don't really make much sense of your words, but you say you have served the realm before.
Of course. Alongside my opposite, the eternal fire, we were summoned in service of a goal greater than the timeless battle between heat and cold. Yes, together we sought victory against the void. You can thank our great army for all of this, you know. For existence itself.
I think that might also be why the demons join our, kind of join our ranks, at least the one we have, in the Hall of Shadows, cause, I mean, even a demon seems to enjoy reality.
Those were times of great proportions, the forces of nothingness pitted against those of life,
That line is
and
different.
naught but ourselves marching to the beat set by our great leaders could stop the void's encroachment.
That line was recorded differently. Thank you for your answers and your magic, so see you again.
Off to explore your abode, are you? Very good. I'm sure there's something around here that will jog your memory.
Thank you. I have to say, you know what? I'm gonna use this bloodstone. I'm too curious.
Bloodstone, as powerful as it is sinister.
If there even is something like that. So, let's explore another room. Let's go, zigzags. I think there shouldn't be... it's inactive.
Guardians, a moment of your time, if it pleases you. I have been pondering and brooding, deliberating and deducting, and I have come to the conclusion that I may well know who our true enemy is.
Leandra?
Now, our foe is the Void, of course, the usurper of time and space. But more dangerous even than the great and all-consuming nothing are those who are bent on helping it here, or bent on helping it on Rivellon. I think he still lives. The one that set it all in motion. The one you've met here in the House of the Guardians.
The Trive. So, you're talking about the demon that lurks in these halls, aren't you? The Trive.
Yes, him. It. The one who does not look quite like he used to. The one that whispered deceit and desire into Astarte's ears. He is friend to the Void, and he seeks to give it dominion once and for all. That is who I think he is.
I mean, he also seems a bit like a Void creature, doesn't he? Like, just from the design. Not in the crow form, but in the Trive form. Still, the only thing he does is talk, and words aren't very dangerous. Which is actually a very stupid comment. Words can be very, very dangerous, used correctly.
As a writer, I'm going to have to disagree
Thanks.
with you there, but even then, please don't be fooled, for he does much more than wag his tongue. What we see here, in what was once your house, is most certainly real, but the demon, Astarte, they are, so I believe, mere manifestations of their true selves. Oh, he dwells somewhere, he must. It is a creature of blood and bloodlust, of lies and stratagems. All this time he has been plotting, of that I assure you. If our enemy has a heart, he is the one that makes it beat. That is my theory.
Even plot as much as it
Interesting.
wants. We won't fall for its tricks.
We shouldn't get overconfident, though. There's more to that thing than meets the eye.
I was kind of thinking that the Void Dragon would be our main enemy. Or maybe the Tribe is just a manifestation of him.
Impressive. A smithy and an armory.
There you are.
Good of you to drop by. She told me you had grown, you know. That simpleton of a girl. She felt the need to inform me of the fact, with that pathetic tinge of pride in her voice. As if I did not know. As if I haven't been watching you. Like a vulture, a dying beast.
I mean, if you look at it, it has kind of draconic features, doesn't it? Look at this maw. Look at those spikes, which look a lot like scales. Look at those claws.
I could have plucked out those dewy eyes of hers and thrown them into a frying pan like eggs. Have you ever seen Sunny Side Up staring back at you?
You.
I have. But enough of this small talk. Yes, I have been watching you, and my amusement has turned into aggravation. Yet still, I yearn for the moment you finally become powerful enough to realize the true depths of your failures. When you do, I'll be there, drawing circles in the skies.
It's the Void Dragon.
Watching, waiting, ready to pounce.
We must be getting on his nerves. Excellent.
I'll never look at a fried egg in the same way ever again, though.
True that. Yeah, if you were into crafting, I think this would be quite the cool room. Yeah. Period. Bye. I mean, with the crafting you can do quite some neat things, especially crafting potions and crafting arrows and all. But beside that, I don't know. I played a bit around with that, but for once, as I already said, I don't think it's too interesting to watch, just me combining stuff. And medics. That's the imp we actually saved. Deliberately. And yeah, especially you can't, as far as I know, you can't add those really nice bonuses like attribute bonuses to it.
It's got all kinds of wonders.
Oh, you! It's you again. About that pot of tea. I was just having a look about, but it seems we've neither kettle, nor cup, nor water, nor leaves, nor any of the lot. I tried asking Master Zigzags, but he's quite lost in his own world, isn't he?
Well, you're standing here so alone. Are you getting along all right?
You know what?
Yes, quite fine. Much better than a goblin-infested jail cell, this is.
I think
Though
anything
must
is.
say, I mean, I do quite miss the hum and the clank of the blood devils, the churn and crunch of metal. It's in an imp's blood, after all. But stars are nice, too. Cold, remote stars off in the distance. Nah.
If I may ask, what do you make of this place?
Oh, it's nothing a few furnaces and gears couldn't improve. Our Master Zigzags may have forgotten Imp's work, but hear you me, it's in our blood.
I'll take my leave. Enjoy.
We are haunted by the same void.
Alright. So, I think we just have... No, I don't think. I know. We just have one elemental gate left. So I think we are progressing quite nicely. Yeah, so... Let's have a look at the quests before we go back. Missing threats. Fraying the Immaculates. Let's have a look at that one. Also, it's going to Secret Stone or something. Goblin Trouble. Yeah, I think the Goblin Trouble quest we will never be able to finish since Lawrence was, yeah, had to leave. Let's put it like that. Yeah, Voice in the Wilderness. Also didn't really find anything about that. So, and we also don't have any hint on how to, I don't know, make the Troll King real again, To unpetrify them? I don't know. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Let's go to Secret Stone. I'm not really sure how that waypoint shrine is called. Cyseal Road? I don't think so.